Hello guys, this is Carlos again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I told you I would see you in a little bit, but for the people who didn't get the chance to see my video or are not going to or whatever, I had to do two videos this week because I got real busy last week and just had a lot of stuff going on. But this time, the teaching's supposed to be for this week, and it is entitled Interwovenness, like say a blanket or whatever. But today's message comes from a couple of different spots. The first spot is going to come from, and I want you all to read the first book of Genesis. And here is a very short summary of the first part of it. God created the heaven and the earth and everything that lives. He made mankind in his own image and gave them charge over the earth. The first chapter of Genesis brings a good introduction to the message. Colossians 1:17, and he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. 1 Corinthians 12:26, if one member suffers, all suffer together. If one member is honored, all rejoice together. I understand those verses don't go together right now, but I wanted to address them before I started this message. I will be talking about interwovenness. God created the world and everything in it. God didn't just say, let there be light, and there was light. Although he literally said it in the Bible, he made it where many parts had to work together for that thing to work. For example, a bicycle chain is required to allow it to go. This is one part of it, but it is required for all the pieces to work. You might not think, or you might think, where is Carlos going with this? But let me explain. Where I am going with this is Christians have to work together for all the pieces to work right. We all have hold together in the bad times and good times. When another person is off track, it is our job to help them regardless if we want to or not. Personally, I don't like it if someone isn't helping out. I have a good example of this. Many people do not know how to love people who have a disability. This was in college. I heard about a guy that had cerebral palsy. He was lost in terms of Christianity. He would go to clubs and do bad stuff. The sad truth is that nobody helped him and did not have the guts to tell him anything. If people liked the guy, people would told him something. Like, for example, if they liked him, and if they were not afraid. This is what I'm talking about, because the reason I felt bad for the guy, they basically hung him dry. This is what I'm talking about. Regardless if you like it or not, we all have to work together for everything to work. We also can't leave anyone hanging. God for sure did not leave anyone hanging when his son Jesus died on the cross. And I want y'all to think about that, because he did not pick and obviously he chose, but he did not pick and choose each individual. That's what I'm saying. He decided to die for all of us. The bad thing about leaving a person hanging is that it's not good, and they might be the missing link for things to run smoothly. Just like if you have a chain and it's the missing link, one of them, it's not going to pull right. If one person is off or suffering, it can mess up the whole thing. This is why we have to help each other. We are all interwoven together if we all work together. Take a blanket, for example. For the blanket not to fall apart and work together, all the threads have to be sewn together properly and in the right direction. This is the only way things work together. Everything and everybody have to be dependent on each other. And if we can accomplish this, everything will work in one harmony. On the other hand, it just takes one person to be out of line to make it not work the way it should. Let's go back to the blanket example again. It only takes one thread that is not sewn properly or messes up or rips or tears or whatever, and then the whole blanket can fall apart and not be as efficient. So I finished on my notes. Let's summarize that real quick. So I'm saying in there that obviously we all have to work together, but just like I mentioned in the blanket, who knows how many threads there are in a blanket? But like I said, if one of those threads messes up or you get tears or whatever, it just won't work as efficiently as if you had a fixed one. That's the same thing as us. We need to work as a community together to make the kingdom of God more efficient. And like, just say if one person messes up or does not want to help the other person or just puts him down, then the other person might not come back and they might make the whole thing fall apart. That's why whenever that verse says, He holds all things together, why God holds us together, like literally in molecule called laminin, which, if y'all don't understand, it's like the building blocks of the glue that keeps us together, literally. But if that keeps us together, that's why I put those verses. Y'all can check out Louis Giglio's thing on Passion a long time ago about laminin. But what I'm saying is, it is very important that all of us do our part. Like at church, I might do simple jobs. I mean, not simple, but simple for other people. Depending on who you are, I might do a little job. I might do a big job. I do the media at church. I help the 7th graders at church. But between us and other people, we have to work together in order for this to be as efficient as possible. Because at the end of the day, if things work properly, it's going to be smooth. But if things don't, it's not going to be smooth. Well, that's just the thought of the day, and I hope y'all got something out of it. like I said, I'm gonna end this video. This is Carlos Garcia, and if y'all have any questions, just feel free to put them in the comments. If y'all like what y'all heard and saw, and y'all want to subscribe to the channel to help the algorithm so this channel gets more views, that would be really appreciated. Well, thank y'all for listening, and God bless you on this day. Bye.